Good morning everybody, and this is your Euro USD setup. So we still haven't tagged the shorting area that I would prefer, and that is here at 107804. What is happening is we do have a separation of the oscillators. Could argue that there's a tweezer bottom formed here. I'm not really going to read much into that. The trend is down, the bigger trend. If you look at this, bigger trend is down. We are going parabolic on the downtrend, so it is a bit of a dangerous sign. But if you look at the separation here, something is brewing, and the big question is, what is brewing? Now what I do want to do is just head left and just see where price is, because there's a reason for everything, and there's definitely some structure here where price is at the moment. So I want to put one more level in, or actually two more levels. There's a pin bar, and as I said in one of my earlier videos, the pin bar is becoming more and more important. It always has been a fairly strong signal, but something, and I say something because it won't be a person, it's probably an algorithm or an AI bot or something, that the institutions are using across all markets, that is using the pin bar as a very strong signal. So that's one here as an argument. Let's explain my thought process. What you will see on this one, when price does get back to this level at 108,129 sometime, you're going to find a rejection there, quite a strong rejection there. So it's just something which I'm noticing. You'll have to back test it to see what I'm referring to. Anyway, let's just get down to the levels. Sorry, I am on the 3 hour. There's nothing really different on the 8 hour apart from a grouping of the oscillators here. So that is the structure that we are seeing. If we drop down to the hour, yesterday you can see a rejection here, pretty much off 107,563, drop, and then price coming back up to it. We've got a grouping of the oscillators. We do have a crossover of the moving averages, which is fairly interesting. And then the other thing is that this pin bar now has come into play because price has closed above it. See that? So that is now a level. So for me at the moment, this is a strong move down, and this is forming a range. So I would expect price to reject this area, pretty much reject, and aim for the bottom here. It's a good 370 points, because that's my range over there. So we could move, and this would be an ideal rejection level for me, is 107,804. Bear in mind there's a bit of a gap above there, so it does bring the next level into play, which will be up there. It's 107,947. So from an hourly perspective, that is a decent rejection area. Then you've got this cluster of potential resistance here, and let's just start with the first one, which is 107,804, 107,732, 107,680, 107,623, and then right where we are at 107,563. Look at the oscillators on the hour at the moment. This is indicating a fairly strong area of resistance that we're at. And if I drop down to the 15-minute, you can see the move has already happened, sort of, and we're coming back to test the 150 EMA. So this is the level to watch today. You could find support right here, 107,563, and then that goes with this trend line here. But I think this move is kind of overcooked, so you're probably going to find resistance on one of these levels I've given you at 107,947 and 107,804 would be ideal. So we are waiting for the Feds. I don't think we're actually going to do anything except probably either reject this zone and move down into a bigger range, or just drift higher, find a better area to reject, and then move down. So I'm sit on hands on Forex. I'm still not really interested in that. The DAX does offer a little bit of an opportunity, and the S&P is looking interesting. It looks like a grind, but there are a few points to grab there as well. Anyway, that's kind of me for today. Hope it helps. Don't forget to hit that like button, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.